So like all manly men do, I was browsing Pinterest and I saw this cool yarn storage solution, and I thought I could use that and adapt it for my own needs. So that's what I did. So I wanted this project to be pretty cheap, so I just used some plywood that I had laying around, and I cut that to the depth of the shelf that I was going to make, which ended up being, I believe, 10 inches. Really all there is to this project is creating a little bookshelf and then attaching some pegboard onto the back of the bookshelf. The original plan was to make this 24 inches tall by 28 inches wide. Due to my inability to cut a straight line or a straight board, it ended up being not quite as tall. It ended up being 23 1/4 inches tall, and that's just because I had to make this cut multiple times and shave it down. I don't know. If anybody, I mean, I know it's simple what I'm doing wrong, so somebody out there tell me what I'm doing wrong. I know this is supposed to be an instructional type of thing, but somebody tell me what the heck I'm doing wrong. I've definitely said this before, but the Kreg jig is just total awesome for noobs like myself. It makes joinery, whatever you want to call it. It makes it super easy. You don't have to do anything complicated. It just makes it simple to build stuff. And you'll see stuff online that says it's not as strong, but unless you're just jumping on this stuff, I think it's plenty strong. I did apply glue before I used the Kreg screws, the pocket screws, and I think that helps a little too. Alright, so now it was just really a matter of gluing that and screwing that in and making my bookshelf, and then I could move on to the next step. So to make sure that middle shelf was even, I used a little spacer board, as you can see there, and I just put that there while I screwed in the screws to make sure everything was straight. Some sections. Here's another area where I run into a little bit of trouble. Sometimes when I'm using brad nails, I don't get it straight in, and then that nail sticks out, and I have to deal with that, but luckily when I'm doing the back here, that didn't happen. To construct the drawer, I used 1/4 inch MDF just because that's super cheap, and I thought it would work, and it did. I will put the measurements of that below. To get the width of the drawer rather than measure anything, I just put that MDF board right up there, and I marked the spot that would indicate the width where I needed to cut. And now I'll glue and nail that drawer right up. Here's an example of my bad nailing skills. You see the nails popping through there, so I have to figure out a way to fix that up. To remove those sharp jagged edges that I caused, I used the tool that you see popping up there, not that brand, but a tool just like that. And that works pretty well. It damages the drawer a little, but not too bad. Again, rather than using precise measuring, I just put the bottom of the drawer on there, and I trace the area that I'll need to cut to make the bottom. On the face of the drawer, I used a Roman OG bit, and I like the way that looks. And now I attached the pegboard, which was the width of the shelf that I made, and 48 inches tall. I mean, wax is supposed to be slickery, right?
Yeah. Ada.
I didn't want to buy drawer hardware, so I tried to wax these runners, and I thought maybe that would work. To me, this is the coolest part of the whole project. I've seen people use chalk paint, so I wanted to try it. So I went to Michael's, and I bought two colors. I bought this blue and this gray, and we made the base coat blue and the top coat gray. And after you got the top coat on, you just scuff it up and make it look distressed, I guess is the word. And the end result was pretty nice. I liked it. Here's a close-up of the distressed look. The wax we bought went on pretty nice. The instructions said to buff it out after 24 hours. We did that, and I didn't notice a difference at all doing the buffing 24 hours later. So overall, I was satisfied with the look, but I didn't notice a difference with the buff. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Have a good one.